Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.
Well, good morning, second grade. Welcome back to our PBS classroom. My name is Mrs. May, and I'm so excited to have you join me so that we can become amazing readers and writers. And I know you guys have become amazing readers. So all this week, I am going to be sharing chapter books so that you guys can start reading chapter books. And guess what? These are all chapter book series that I have not read before. So I was quickly going through and checking out this book, which is part of a series. This is the Jada Jones series. Now, in this book is number 2, and I know because if you look on the spine, it has the 2 up on the top. So that's how you know which book it is in this series. So I was quickly reading what this book was about and what the series was about. And so this is a book, although the series are called Jada Jones. And Jada Jones loves science. And in the series, she goes through her making friends and solving problems, and just being brave. So if you want to read about Jada and her adventures, make sure you are checking out the Jada Jones series. So, boys and girls, if you have read these series and you love them, I would love for you to tell me what you love about them, because I haven't read them all. I just quickly skimmed this book. So, if you read them and you love them, make sure that you are writing to me and you're letting me know what you like about them. Or if you have other books or series, chapter book series that you want me to share with the rest of the second grade boys and girls, make sure that you are writing to me. Here at our PBS classroom, you can use the address that you see below, or you can email me. And once I get your letter, don't forget to include your return address so that I can send you one of these awesome and fun activity books. All right? So I would love to hear from you. Tell me what you're reading. Okay, are you guys ready? Awesome. Let's get ready to learn, because we have lots of things to do. We still need to make that brain super strong and super smart. So we're going to start off with a review. Okay, we're going to review some sounds with our mystery word. You're right. So, but before we start that, boys and girls, I see and I hear you guys see my SOAR chart. You're right, we have our top 5 schools again. So let's quickly go and see which school in Fresno Unified came in our top 5. Oh, you guys are such a good reminder. I was still thinking and trying to wake my brain up, and you guys did a good job reminding me. Okay, so are you ready? Let's see if it's your school. Let's see if you have been reading enough so that your school is in our top 5. So today we'll start with number 5. Are you ready? Okay, coming in at number 5 is Ewing. Good job, Ewing Elementary. Awesome job. I can tell you guys are doing a great job reading, so keep it up and continue reading. Now, if that was in your school, fingers crossed to see if you are coming in number 4, 3, 2, or 1. So we'll continue to check our top countdown for the rest of the week. All right? So good job, Ewing Eagles. Okay. So now let's go, and that's right, let's review and wake our brains up so that we are ready to learn. So we're going to play our mystery word game. Remember how we play this? I'm going to show you some sound spelling cards. Your job is to blend it together and then guess my word. If you have a paper or a pencil or a whiteboard nearby, make sure you are writing down my mystery word so that we can check to make sure that you're spelling it correctly. Because right now, we have learned all the spelling patterns, and you should be able to know which spelling pattern will make the sounds. Are you ready? Okay. So first sound in my mystery word is the straw card. What does the straw card say? Aw. Good job. Aw. Second sound. Ooh, the thumb card. What does the thumb card say? Good job. And the last sound, the shirt card. The shirt card says, what's my mystery word? Blend it together. What's my word? Author. Good job, author. Okay, now let's check. How do we spell author? Are you ready? Okay, author, spell A-U-T-H-O-R, author. How did you do? Thumbs up, good job. The aw came from the A-U. That was a tricky one because look at all the different ways we can spell aw. The th was just the TH, and the we spell with the OR. Again, another tricky one because can be spelled 4 different ways. So thumbs up, you got it. Awesome job, boys and girls. Now let's quickly go and practice our high frequency words. Now remember, high frequency words are words that we see most frequently, so it's important to know how to read and write them. All week, we have 10 words. Every day, we're going to focus on 2. So the 2 that we're going to learn today, I want you to help me read and spell them. Ready? First word, above. Good job. Help me read it. Above. Let's spell it. A-B-O-V-E, above. Good job. Next word, brother. Good. Read it one more time. Brother. Okay, let's spell it. B-R-O-T-H-E-R, brother. Good job. Now, I have 2 sentences for us. Let's read the sentences and figure out which one of these words will go into the sentence so that it will make sense. Are you ready? Okay, ready? Help me read the first sentence. The plates are the sink. Are you thinking about which word would go in? Using your context clues. Okay, let's keep going. Let's do the second sentence. I have 1 and 2 sisters. Oh, I hear you guys shouting at me. Good job. Because here are my context clues. You have 1 of something, but 2 sisters. You have 1 brother and 2 sisters. Does that make sense? Yes. So that must mean above goes with the first sentence. The plates are above the sink. Does that make sense? Yes, it does. So let's quickly go and practice reading all of our high frequency words that we're going to be learning this week. I'm going to get my reading fingers to help us. Ready? Start with the 2 today. Above, brother, follow, listen, month, soft, something, song, whose, and wind. Good job, boys and girls. Okay, now let's go into our phonics instruction. I'm going to pull this away, and then I'm going to pull it back in just a minute, just to quickly review. So remember, we have already learned all the sound spelling patterns in 2nd grade. So right now, we're just going to be focusing on decoding words. And one way to decode words is to split them into or divide them into syllables. Now, if you know how to divide words into syllables, and if you notice, there are 6 syllable types that if you know, then it will make it easier for you. So we've already learned the closed and the open syllables, how to divide words into open and closed syllable. Last week, we focused on finding that silent E syllable and keeping it together. Today, or actually this week, we're going to be focusing on the consonant plus LE syllable. Now, EL and AL are also the same syllable because they make the same sound. They're just spelled differently, okay? So all this week, we're going to be focusing on the consonant plus LE. So what is it? What's found at the end of a word? When dividing into syllable, keep the consonant with the LE, EL, and AL. So what does that look like? So let's practice. Are you ready? Okay, so let me pull my chart back, turn it around. So if we were reading, right, and remember one strategy is to break or divide words into syllable. One of the syllables is the consonant plus LE. So when you're reading, you're going to look for that LE and you're going to look for the consonant, and we're going to keep it together. So let's read that syllable part. Ready? This says dole. Help me read it. Dole. Good. So if you know how to read this syllable part, dole, the first syllable is an easier word. What's this word? Can. That's right. So put it together. What's my word? Candle. You see how that works? So if you're reading, I like to look for smaller parts, and we know that this is a syllable type already. All we have to do is read the part. You keep the consonant with the O sound, put it together, dole. Read the first syllable, can, put it together, candle. Do you see that? Good job. Now let's read all the other syllable parts, because there can be different consonant with the LE, and that's why it's called a consonant plus LE. So ready? Remember the LE says O. So let's quickly read just that last syllable. Ready? Bowl, coal, goal, pole. Good. Keep going. Full, zol, toll, dole. Good job. Now, let's see if you guys can now read with the first syllable. Ready? So if you know this is bowl, ready? Table. Good job. What's the word? Table. We know this is my open syllable. So remember how we're using all of those other syllable types to help us? We know that this was an open syllable, so the A was going to say A. Table. Ready? This word, what's the first syllable? Un. Put it together. On goal. Good job. This says goal. Remember? What was my first part? Gig. Goal. Good job. What's my word? Giggle. Good job. Yes, you guys are right. These are 2-syllable words. Did you see that? We're just dividing them into the 2 syllables. Good job. Okay, next syllable part. Pole. If we know that. The first syllable is dim. We can read that. Dimple. How are you doing? Awesome job. Okay, let's keep going. Full. Let's add the first syllable. Rough. What's my word? Ruffle. Good job. Next word. Zol. Good job. Add the first syllable. Puzzle. Good job. I hear you. Keep going. Toll. Good. Ooh, we know this word. Lit. Little. Good job. Last one. Dole. Add the first syllable. Rid. What's my word? Riddle. Awesome job, boys and girls. Okay, let's continue to read. I have some more word for us to practice reading. Let's see if you guys can practice reading these words. Now remember, as you're reading, to take or to divide those into that syllable, then now we know that rule, that consonant LE rule, right? The LE says, oh, we're going to keep the consonant together. Ready? I just have a couple of them. Ready? Shadow. Good. Wiggle. Good. Tumble. Good. Puzzle. Able. Maple. Good. And let's read it in a sentence. My uncle saw an eagle. Good job, boys and girls. Good job reading. So, don't forget, boys and girls, all week we're going to be focusing on this consonant plus LE or consonant plus UL syllable. So don't forget to come back because remember, there's 2 more spelling of that UL sound. And the tricky part is they all say UL, but they're all spelled differently. So you just have to know how to spell it correctly, which is also the tricky part about learning. So continue to come back, boys and girls, so that we can continue practicing reading with all of our different syllable types because you guys are becoming awesome readers. And make sure you guys are reading every day. And as you're reading, look for those syllable types because remember, when you can chunk out little parts that we know, we can become fluent readers. So right now, we're really working on being fluent reader. So continue reading. Continue learning. I hope you have a great day learning with your teacher, and I'll see you back here in our PBS classroom. Bye-bye.
Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.